Welcome, guys, to another night in the horror attraction. I hope you're ready for the thrills you're about to feel. Night one was an introduction, hence the reason it was short. Now we get into the actual event.
All that talk isn't necessary. They already know it was an introduction, you dumbass. Now you should play Let's See How Great You Are. Also, aren't you going to listen to your phone guy this time?
I honestly won't blame him for not listening to his phone guy right now. The guy is such a blabbermouth motherfucker. He doesn't ever know when to stop.
It's unfair not to want to listen to his best friend. He attacked us the last time for interrupting his call with the phone dude. Only for him to throw him in the pits? Such a wicked fellow.
Can you stop being so annoying already? It's still very early for all these.
Your phone guy is talking about some audio training cassettes and having to play them over the speakers as people walk through the attraction.
Audio training cassettes? What the fuck are we supposed to do with that?
Well, that depends on the kind of information it contains.
Wow, what a pleasant surprise. He's done talking. I guess he didn't have much to say this time. Now, is this the audio training cassette playing?
Yeah, that's the audio cassette playing right now. He sounded like he was in a hurry to be somewhere.
Sleepy Joe, where's your guy off to? Why aren't you saying anything?
I'm not a loudmouth fool who thinks everything is a joke. I'm focused playing right now, fat ass. I need all my concentration on this.
Just because it's a horror game doesn't mean we shouldn't joke. Come on, Mr. President, it's not that serious.
I'm patiently waiting to see how far he goes. I mean, he's famous for dropping hot and spicy strategies without ever getting past a night. A fucking empty barrel.
Well, this empty barrel is why you know half of what you know in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. Oof! I didn't expect that.
Just shut up, and where the fuck did that thing come from? Game over?
You wish, Trumpty Dumpty. 3 main animatronics will be active tonight. Springtrap, our main threat, Phantom Balloon Boy, and Phantom Mangle. These phantoms are hallucination variants of the original animatronics. So, Mr. Dummy Trump, that's a fucking hallucination, not a game over as you so wish.
I can tell it's the Phantom Balloon Boy with its roundish head, you can tell.
This audio cassette explains how to climb into or out of mascot costumes. Is it necessary? I don't think I want to waste my ears anymore.
You were paying attention the whole time? Trump was right. You and Joe are seriously rocking the same boat. It must be fun for you old lads.
Ha ha ha. You must think you're a youngster. Fool. Own a fucking mirror.
Wait, I noticed something. The stupid phantom showed its stupid, pathetic face, and everywhere suddenly went dark. How did you restore all that? Don't tell me you're into sorcery, too. Magic isn't allowed in Camelot, you crook.
Well, this isn't the land of myth and the time of magic, blockhead. That's why it's a game. You can stop being dramatic now.
Thank you, baby boy. I know you had potential while president. You destroyed it with your hands.
Shut the entire fuck up, Joe.
To avoid that, we must maintain the camera and audio systems alongside the ventilation system. All 3 systems will occasionally fail, requiring that we reboot them. The process takes time, and at that time, we're vulnerable.
So in other words, your demented self forgot to reboot the systems, landing us into trouble, huh?
Maybe your noise was actually what made me forget, you orange fat pumpkin.
I don't think I've ever seen a slim pumpkin, though. But come to think of it, wait, is that a Springtrap? Fuck, what cam is that?
Silly bat, that's Cam 8. Even an old man like myself can see it. What are you doing with that young blood and eyesight you claim to have?
Shut up, old man. That was a rhetorical question.
Well, any plans to get him out of there, or do you plan to let him have you for dinner? I'm pretty sure old meat tastes super lovely. And Springtrap already imagines what he would do when he gets a hold of you.
Normally, you would swear that nothing good would ever come from me. Now you think my flesh tastes nice. You're so unbelievable. And please, it's the security guard that would be devoured, not me, you flippin' twit.
Shouldn't you be happy that I at least said something nice about you today? Humans and their ungrateful nature, so sad.
Sleepy Joe, the security guard is you, and you are the security guard.
The demented old man doesn't seem to understand that. Who can explain to him in dementia language?
I can. Read my lips, Joey. You, security guard. Security guard, you.
You all are a bunch of wild animals. I shouldn't be even anywhere around you. My knowledge of this game would be helpful somewhere else.
If only you focused all this energy on the country you claim to lead, life would be much sweeter.
There we go again, just when I thought I wouldn't hear that today.
That's one of the perks of being anywhere close to them. You must hear something about the last general elections. I don't think we'll ever hear the last of it.
You're speaking like you were special during your time, Trump. Don't make me laugh right now. I'm playing a horror game. I need to focus on my cams.
Yeah, Mr. President, do just that. That's practically the only thing you're good at doing, playing Five Nights at Freddy's like a kid.
Wow, I thought you said I wasn't good at it. What changed, Humpty Trumpty Dumpty?
Oh, just shut up and focus on the game. You're making me sick.
I'm not sorry that I made you feel that way. Can you get the hell out of here? Your presence is a complete distraction to me. What?
Wait, That was Springtrap and was super fast. How did it happen?
This has to be the funniest thing in the universe. Don't tell me he was killed. Let me show you how it's done.
I honestly don't know how that happened. I'm sure I checked all the cams. He was super fast. It wasn't supposed to go that way.
I'll tell you what happened. Your slow-witted brain couldn't process where the animatronic went. That made you lose like the loser that you are.
Seeing how far he's come, I would say he gave them a tough time. Well done, Joey.
How far has he come? That didn't even last up to 50 seconds. Let's all be honest at least.
Now that's a fat lie. How do you live with yourself after dropping such a blatant fib?
Shut up, bushy man. Watch me show you all how it is done. I'd most likely earn that title tonight and have that silly black boy wipe my ass.
By black boy, you mean Barack Hussein Obama? Don't be ridiculous, Trump.
Funny how I didn't even mention a name and yet you feel attacked? That speaks volumes of your self-esteem, Baraki.
Again, don't be ridiculous. Don't tell me that's how you intend to get past the night. You don't even look like you know what you're doing.
Well, malfunction robot. I'm checking through the cameras to see if I'll catch any animatronic wandering through the hall or vent. I promise I'm not as dumb as you are.
That's great because I want to see Obama indeed wipe your ass. But with what just happened, you never know when they are around.
We all saw the animatronic through that cam. You always know when they are around, bushy whooshy.
I hate to admit it, but that fat cow is right, Bushy. Springtrap probably came through the vent. That's the only reasonable explanation right now. I also used the audio several times.
Was it the thing that made those girl sounds? I thought as much, though. What was it for?
You use it to distract the animatronic and lure them to the other rooms far from the office. They were typically used to filter creepy sounds to park guests.
Explanation upon explanation, strategies upon strategies. All these are coming from someone who just got killed by the animatronic. Isn't this ironic?
Why don't you just shut up and show us what you said you're made of?
Guys, did you notice there isn't any battery limit? I guess that's what makes this version different.
That's why our system requires a reboot, or we're looking at a death sentence.
Five Nights at Freddy's 3 greatly contrasts Part 2. I can't imagine dealing with nearly a dozen animatronics again. The part was something else. I think I prefer being in this office and dealing with just Springtrap.
We don't get to wear any masks to protect ourselves. How is that any better?
It's better because you have...
Aha! Holy shit!
You got killed, Trumpy. How did that happen?
For someone who wanted to show me exactly how it's done, I would say this highly embarrassing. Trumpy.
You don't have the right to talk here. Don't get me pissed. How in the world did that happen?
You old folks were probably not checking the cameras well. Hopefully I'll help us pass the night.
Little boy, you think this is a playground? I have news for you. Your failure will be televised. Trust me on this one.
Your old ass is so used to failure that you think everyone around you is one like you. Try to see the light, Trumpy. The whole world doesn't revolve around you.
I'll remind you of your words. Just wait for it.
I think you'll be the one waiting forever. Now, let me put my smart eyes to good use. This one is for us, Joey. Where did that bastard go?
I know what losers look like when I see them.
I'm glad you took my advice seriously and got a lovely mirror. I'm super excited you now know how to describe yourself. Fucking loser.
Just shut up already and let's concentrate. I think there's something we are doing wrong. I honestly didn't see that animatronic coming.
Same thing with me, but you wouldn't listen. I'm happy you just faced the same fate.
Or maybe the game creators don't want anybody passing this night.
Say that again, slowly this time. Don't you think you sound foolish?
If someone could come up with such a creepy game, we can't overrule that. They are sadists. They have nothing fun going on in their lives for them to create something like Five Nights at Freddy's.
They are creatives. That's a way to describe them, you bald monkey.
I'm not baldhead, you malnourished-looking hyena.
Wow. Is this a roasting show, or are we still here to play Five Nights at Freddy's?
Maybe when he gets to create something phenomenal, he'll stop calling smart people sadists.
The joke is on you because I create wealth and make sense of things in all my interviews. Tell me, what's more phenomenal than that?
I'll tell you what's more phenomenal, Trump. The orange on your neck with the haystack on top of it. Super phenomenal. It should be put in a museum with lots of visitors watching it.
I don't think that's even fit for a museum. Who would see such a structure and wouldn't run? We don't want people running away from the museum, do we?
Nah, I don't think we want that.
So it's safe to call it a forbidden relic? It's probably what the phone guy was talking about.
No, I don't think so. He wouldn't have been so excited to announce such a monstrosity.
Wow, now look at this. Enemies and traitors are all working together. Hugh, I give up. A king surrenders with honor.
A few lines from the Avatar Last Airbender isn't going to save your ass. Unsheathe your sword, you yellow belly.
Oh, so you leave your presidential duties to watch the Avatar now, down to knowing the lines as well. What else is left to uncover of this grotesque statue plonked in the White House?
I'm not sure who you just called a grotesque statue, but I can tell you that I have grandkids, and they forced me to watch it with them, and then one thing led to another, and I fell in love with the cartoon. You can't fault me for it. It's addictive.
Can you explain to me why he likes that room? Can't he just get the fuck out of there?
No one is going to help you play the game. Play it and pass the night, little boy.
I wouldn't even dare ask help from someone who didn't stay 5 seconds before he got killed. Fuck off my presence.
I don't think I mentioned this before. We're dealing with one main animatronic and two phantom ones, Phantom Balloon Boy and Phantom Mangle.
You've mentioned it before, Sleepy Joe. Is your dementia kicking in again?
Would you just let me finish, you bloody moron? Phantom Balloon Boy is the most active phantom in Night 2. That explains why he popped in my face when I was playing.
You weren't in the room with it, so why was it triggered?
You don't get to stare at the camera for too long. Always quickly flip it to being jump scared by Phantom BB. Phantom Mangle appears only on cam 4. Also, don't view for too long or it'll force down the monitor and produce an audio error.
I would say they're all inactive to me tonight. I don't have to worry about them. They are phantoms. My main focus is this stupid rock-bodied animatronic Springtrap.
We should aim to keep Springtrap away from the office. That's it. I think the best cam to lead him to is cam 9. I mean, it's way away from the office.
You're right, Joey. He'd have planned a long journey from cam 9 to the office.
I don't think that's a problem. He has to pass through cam 5 and get to cam 2. From there to cam 1, and voila, he's having the security guard for breakfast because it's 4 a.m. already.
Hey, are you giving Springtrap strategies to get me? Are you fucking insane?
If you were smart enough, you would know what to do before he arrives, but I don't think you're that smart then.
Don't be dramatic. The animatronic can't hear him from the screen.
Plot twist, what if it is indeed with us in this room? Hello, Springtrap.
Are you insane? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are you trying to get me to pee in my pants? Fuck you, Donald Trump.
Ah ha 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 ha. For someone so much in love with bombs, I didn't think that reaction would come from you.
You almost gave me a heart attack, you inflated hippopotamus.
You're almost close to your grave already. I don't think that's a me problem.
I don't think that's something 4 men like us can't handle. We can fight Springtrap off if he were here.
What the fuck are you saying, bushy wushy? I'm not sure you understand. This is flesh versus steel.
I think he's trying to be funny. The best comedian of the year goes to Bushy Wushy. What the fuck?
Ha ha ha! Finally! Although I was long overdue. How do you feel now after being a failure, Mr. Baraki? Any words for your amazing viewers?
This game is insane. What the actual freak?
I knew it was going to come to that. It just needed time. Talking about young blood and eyesight, what a shame.
Well, I did my best. At least I got to 5 a.m. We can't say the same about you.
Is that embarrassment I smell?
Bush is playing now. Let's see how far he can go.
Wait, hold up. I didn't brag to anybody, so don't attack me if I don't pass the night.
For someone bragging about taking down Springtrap, you should get past the night quite well.
They are 2 different things.
You think you can fight off and kill wicked, cold-blooded animatronics like Springtrap? You better think again, bushy wushy.
I only think you're exaggerating this. Plus, I think he's overrated.
That sneaky thing killed the 3 of us. What are you talking about?
You probably don't know Springtrap's story. I should narrate it. Springtrap was formerly human, now a corpse entity, or should I say, animatronic.
I don't think these stories should be scary anymore. The key words here should be death, dead, corpse, animatronic, and kill. Once you say these words 1,000,000 times, you won't ever be scared of any animatronic story again.
Guys, you're getting me frightened, right? Can we stop the dead and death story right now?
I didn't know you were always that scared, Obama Rama.
You know, 30 years after Five Nights at Freddy's, one pizzeria was closed down and Fazbear Fright was created. The employees of Fazbear Fright found a Springtrap in Part 1's pizzeria. They thought it was a real animatronic and brought him here. Springtrap came back to life from death.
Hold on, came back to life? Whoa!
If you listened adequately when the phone man talked on night 1, he mentioned something about a relic being found. He most likely was talking about Springtrap.
They brought it back to the Fazbear's Fright, thinking it's an animatronic, only for it to continue its usual haunting and killing. Crazy plot twist.
I hope Bush listened attentively. Plus, why didn't you say all these so I would know what I am up against?
Your failure was inevitable, Trumpy. Nothing was going to stop it.
Your man is in the vent, Bushy Wushy. He's coming for you. Please wait for it.
Can you stop being a loser and let me concentrate on my game? You're being a nuisance. Your time is long gone.
Ha 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 ha. I love this confidence. The confidence of a failure in waiting. Things I love to see.
Misery loves company. I see you're trying to recruit me. That's so funny, Baraki.
So far, I think we've all done well. It doesn't matter what time you were killed.
Are you saying to cover yourself in the nonsense that you did? I see through, demented old man.
What do you mean by cover yourself?
The only people who did well are high and mighty Donald Trump and Obama, and we aren't sure about Bush yet.
Just Obama?
All right, spaghetti-like body, Obama. Happy now?
You're pathetic. Irredeemably problematic.
We all know we shouldn't have taken turns if you did well. I mean, what's the point of knowing the whole lore if you can't win? That's a failure move, bro.
It's funny how you're being hypocritical, because I remember you said you know better and would show us how it's done, only for you to fail miserably like a flop movie. Fucking bozo.
Well, I wasn't the one dropping strategies like a knight ready for war. I just did my thing. So fuck you, Joe Biden.
All I can say is you'll be the one that'll end up wiping my ass for the rest of the year, Mr. Trump. Remember, we made a deal.
I never said I was going to wipe your ass, robot. Are you sure your brain is in excellent working condition? Or did you borrow Joe Biden's brain? I won't be surprised.
Your fat ass never knows when to stop. I know the game better than you do, and you can do nothing about it. Stop trying to get into a competition.
Competition? Getting in a competition with you will be an insult to my person. Don't ever mention that again.
The words you've been using, Trumpy, point to the fact that you see yourself in a competition with Joey. Or maybe all that is in your head.
I was hoping you could do one little thing for me. Keep your old ass focused on the game and leave yourself out of this.
It's funny how you keep calling us old. How old do you think you are? 14? Come on, Trump, your droopy face like a bulldog always gives you out. If you want to convince us, at least get a facelift.
The overbloated cow probably thinks he's still a youngster. What happened to the mirror I told you to get, Trumpy? Did it break?
That fucking hallucination thing. I was scared shit. I thought it was a Springtrap. Shoot!
Those phantoms are stupid. They destabilize your system like it's okay and funny, fucking retards.
That's their job, Obama, and I'm sure they'll be glad to hear you call them a retard for doing their job. It means they're doing a great job frustrating you.
It also only means one thing. You're close to being killed, Bushy Wushy. Wait for it. It's not far from now.
You're hoping so damn much that I get killed. It would be a great shocker if I passed through this night. Don't underestimate me, Mr. Trump.
That's not even possible, Mr. Bush. There's a very high chance you will lose very soon. Just a bit more time and patience.
Whoa, how did you know that?
Because I know it better than he does. He's been moving from cam to cam, not knowing what to do. He can't win it if I don't.
Wow. What a crab mentality. How do you live with yourself knowing that you think like that?
I live perfectly well knowing I don't live in delusion. You can't accept the truth and it's sad. I honestly don't understand why humans love to live in delusion. It's fucking sad.
Yes.
Well, Trumpy, safe to say you're the delusional folk around here. Haha.
Pathetic fellow who thinks the world revolves around him. See what I just did, you stupid dummy.
Who the heck did you just call a dummy? I would call that a game of luck and not strategy. No way did you do that. We all saw how you played.
Let's play our mini game and leave that nagging dummy stranded. Ha 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 ha. In your face, loser.
Loser? You're shooting yourself in the leg too, in case you don't know, chicken brain.
The unnecessary part I hate.
Watch Obama and Trump. Things will get interesting here very soon.
So yeah, in this mini game, the purple Freddy eats Bonnie, the ultimate end.
Wodayum, I did not expect that ending.
Subscribe, guys.